Hey guys, it's Lulu. I'm here. We're filming Helmets Off, the pinkest football podcast here on the internet. And I'm joined by
Jordan White.
We're so excited to have you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, of course. So how did you get into football?
Um, Ever since I came home from the hospital, like there was a football in my crib. My brother, he played football. He's like 6 years older than me.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so by the time he started, like I was already just out there as a baby. And I remember I used to be out there at his flag games, and my grandmother, she used to like call my parents like mad, like you guys better not have that baby out there in the cold. They're like, no, we don't. Like he's sitting in the car with us, we're watching the car. Now they had me in like a little snowsuit, all warm out there, just running around the sideline. So it's always been like that. I've always been the kid that was like the water boy for my brother's team, or like the ball boy and everything like that. Always on the sideline, always around the game. So that's really how I got into it for my older brother.
That's really cool. And so would you say that growing up with the sport really influenced you to like just continue playing, or like were you ever on the team with your brother with that age
Nah,
difference?
yeah, no, never with that age difference. But yeah, definitely being around it definitely made me keep going, because like just seeing him, and everything he did, like being a captain at like varsity his senior year, and like being one of the major players on the team. Like I just always saw that. I always wanted to be that, and I always knew that I always wanted to go to college, play at the next level, like just do more. So that's really what it was.
That's so cool. And growing up in New Jersey, what was the football scene like? Because obviously it's different than how it is. I mean, I call Virginia the South, especially Williamsburg,
Hmm.
Virginia. I'd say it's Southern Virginia. We're here. But what was it like in Jersey? Would you say that it's more intense, less intense, a different tone? Like, what would you call it?
Yeah, it's definitely way more intense. Like I know my roommates at JMU used to always argue about who has better football, Jersey or Virginia, but I always would say Jersey, because just solely off of the private schools up there, like
Yeah.
that Big North Conference is like the number two or number three conference in the nation. And I played in that conference my first 2 years of high school. I went to DePaul Catholic. So definitely it's definitely crazy up there. Like them Friday night games, like it's just everybody's coming out. Like especially even public school games. Like when I went back to my public school, those games used to be like some of the most packed games I ever played in my life. Like people standing all around, like you can't move nowhere. So Jersey football is different. I love it. So
What was the student section like?
crazy.
Did you ever have anyone chant? Like, did you have any chants that were about you specifically?
Not that I can remember, probably like, but I used to be so locked in on the games. But yeah, the student sections were crazy. I want to stay so much at my school, but the private school that I went to and all those private schools up there, the student sections are crazy. Like, kids up there, shirts off, it's 20 degrees, like, and it's just having fun, like having a good time supporting their classmates. So,
That's awesome. I love the way that football can like bring community at like any level. I think
mhm,
it's really cool. What was your high school highlight reel like?
crazy. I was doing everything on there. I was playing running back, quarterback, receiver, safety, corner, linebacker. Like I was just moving around doing everything, just making all different types of plays. It was pretty cool to see. Like I'll go back sometimes and watch how I developed from freshman year all the way to junior year, senior year. And it's crazy because like, I feel like my junior year was my best year, and like I have the best highlights in my junior year. So yeah, it was definitely crazy.
What was your song? Like, did you have a huddle song?
It
Did you
was a
have?
huddle song. Yeah.
And have you ever showed a girl your highlight tape?
Unfortunately, yeah. I definitely have. It was high school though. It was high school. It was my ex girlfriend back then.
Okay,
Like,
so not in so you like did not take a girl out in college and say, "Do you want to look at my
no,
highlight
no, no,
tape?"
no, no, no,
I
no.
fear I've survived that. It's been very awkward as a woman, but you
Yeah,
okay? Green flag. We'll give you the
yeah,
pass for high school.
yeah. I definitely nah. That's crazy.
How did high school prepare you for college football, both athletically and academically?
Um, like I said, my first 2 years I went to that private school. That definitely prepared me just to be able to see like so on that team. I was a freshman. That senior class coming out, it was so many guys going Division One. We probably sent like 12 or 13 guys
Oh
Division One.
wow.
On that team, we had the number one running back in the nation, Kareem Walker. He was committed to Ohio State. Then he went to Michigan. Then we had another guy, Hassis Dubois. Like he was crazy. There's a whole bunch of guys on that team, and just seeing them, like seeing a whole bunch of scouts that came through that school every day for these guys, like it was inspirational and like just made me work and seeing them with their work ethic. And then around like towards the end of the season, like we start having like workouts in front of college coaches, like and me just being 14, 15 years old, working out in front of Alabama coaches, like Auburn coaches, like just big schools like that. Like it was like, wow, like this is really like what my life is about to be.
Yeah.
And then my public school, that really, it wasn't the same thing. I can't say the same. Like, it was definitely college coaches rolling through and everything like that. But my high school coach did a good job preparing me for college and like what was going to come. He knew it, like what it took to get to that level and like what was going to happen at that level. He was been at that level. His brother coached at that level at Kentucky. So it was good. My high school academically, it definitely prepared me. We have a high academic standard at my high school. Like,
Yeah.
so just the classes that I took and everything like that, it definitely got me right.
And how was that transition from a high school in New Jersey to going to JMU?
It's kind of like my high school was big, so it wasn't nothing crazy for me to go to a bigger school like that, like JMU. It was kind of the same. Not really too much different. It was the academic at JMU. It was a high standard there too. So
Yeah.
it was just like I was prepared. I was ready for it.
And what was your recruitment process like? Because I feel like JMU is a very New Jersey school, but I would not say it's a very New Jersey athletic school.
Yeah, not at all. My recruiting process is crazy, man. I got my first offer February my junior year from Buffalo.
Oh, cool.
And then like a couple of days later, I got Kentucky, and then that's when they really started rolling in. I probably had like maybe like 11, 12 offers at the time. But yeah, Army, Cincinnati, trying to think, Villanova, JMU, Delaware, Elon, a lot of the CAA schools. And then I committed to JMU my junior year. And that was after I was trying to commit to Kentucky, but somebody committed right before me. They were only taking 2 safeties.
Yeah.
And same thing happened with Cincinnati. I was about to go to Cincinnati. Someone committed like a couple days before me. So JMU called me, and I already knew about JMU. I had a teammate from high school that was at JMU, so I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going here. Committed there junior year, summertime-ish, and around the end of the season, that next season, Coach Houston left JMU, and he ended up going to ECU. And everyone was asking like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna stay? You gonna go?" Like, and so Coach Houston wanted me to go with him to ECU.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he flew up on a plane, came to my house, had a whole home visit with me and my family, telling me how he wanted me to, like, one of the ones that he wanted to take with him.
Yeah.
And so now I'm sitting here contemplating, like, what I needed to do. Like, did I want to go follow a coach, or did I want to stay at the school that I fell in love with? So
that's such like a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, and it would happen. It happened literally 2 weeks before signing day.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here like just. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. And then at that point, other schools started now offering me now because they knew that Coach Houston left. So like New Hampshire came, UMass came, like, so it was just kind of like a really hard time, stressful, but I was thankful for the opportunity just to be able to like say that I had other opportunities or other options to go with. Yeah, and it's funny because like that day that he came up there, I had the JMU coaches outside like waiting to come in, like to talk to me.
No way.
Yeah.
Did they see each other at the front door?
No. So I had it was my fault. It was flipped. The JMU coaches were in my house talking to me, and Coach Houston and Coach Dudley were texting me telling me that they were outside. So like they knew they were inside. But
I would be sick.
Yeah, the JMU coach didn't know he was outside.
No way.
Yeah, so they parked up the street, and then like they saw them walk out of my house. When they seen them pull off, they got out, came inside.
No
way.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God! Wait, I'm actually like I'm like getting like chills. I would be so panicked. I'd be like literally shaking, talking to this man, being like, "Your ops are outside waiting for you."
Yeah, it's crazy because he had left, and he had like some of the coaches at JMU were still there, so they were still trying to keep everyone in that recruiting class still together.
So because that would have been hell on earth for them.
Mm-hmm. So that's why they came up to do a home visit with me, just to make sure I was still locked in, still 100%, all like. So, but yeah, the whole time they didn't even know that Coach Houston was outside, ready to try and take me to ECU with him.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like I just got a tell-all experience. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So how did you first, so obviously you get the offer, you have this like crazy experience with these JMU coaches that like they want you so bad, you fell in love with the campus. What was like the final thing 2 weeks before signing day that you were like, I'm going here. There's nobody that can convince me otherwise.
Yeah, it was really like a talk I had with my dad. He really was like, "You picked JMU for a reason. Like
Yeah.
you didn't pick JMU because of Coach Houston. You picked JMU because of who a JMU is, and like
Yeah.
the academic standard and the athletic program. Like everything there is a winning program. Every single sports program. So it was just something I wanted to be around. In my high school team, we weren't really the best. Like we didn't really win like that. So I knew I wanted to go somewhere where I was going to win.
Of course.
And me going to ECU, it was just like it's a higher program, but like it was like not a winning culture there. And like academic wise too, like JMU is looked at higher than ECU. So
Of course.
I wanted to do something that was gonna benefit me both in the long run. So that's why I picked JMU.
Of course. So transitioning from JMU to Hampton, how did you go with Hampton?
Yeah, so it was really the HBCU factor.
Oh, I love that you said that. That was my next question.
Yeah, so my mom went to a HBCU. She went to Virginia State, and she
Oh,
always
cool.
talks about like her experience there, like her time there. She goes back to homecoming every single year. So it's like I used to joke her and clown her like that, but then like growing up and starting to realize like, I've always thought about it. I
Yeah.
always knew about it. So Hampton was one of the first schools that really hit me up while I was
Yeah.
in the portal, and they really showed me the most love, honestly. So that was school I locked in with.
What is the biggest difference? Because as you said, like you had a really good experience at a PWI and then you're transitioning to an HBCU. What is the biggest difference, either athletically, academically, literally, like socially, anything? What is like the biggest thing for you?
Um, Definitely like probably like resources really.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to downplay Hampton because Hampton did everything that they could for me. I'm grateful for the opportunity. But
Of
like
course.
it's just like, training rooms are different.
Yeah.
Just like little stuff like that. Facilities like, JMU just gave more and did
Yes.
more for you. But Hampton's trying. Like that's not like they don't care. They're
Yeah.
just trying to whatever. They're actually trying to step their game up and become like one of those big time schools. Cause like they don't play in the HBCU leagues no more. They don't play in the MEAC. They don't play in those type of leagues. They're in the CAA with the
Yeah.
PWI schools. So they're trying to like step their game up to where these PWI schools are at. So
Yeah, of course. In your first season at Hampton, you led the team with 2 interceptions and had 7 tackles in one game, which I also saw was a PR for you.
hmm
What factors contributed to your immediate impact on the team? Like, do you think that it was playing at what could be argued as a higher level at JMU? Do you think that it was being surrounded by a better familial feel at Hampton? Like, what do you think really led to that?
um it was definitely like my experience at JMU really helped me out because
Yeah.
I learned a lot from those coaches there and like the players there too, like that were ahead of me, like older than me, like that. They really taught me the game, like ins and outs of it. So I just soaked all that up, and once I was given my opportunity, I just took it and ran with it. That first year at Hampton, I was just kind of really getting my feet wet because at JMU I played, but like not really like that. So me being able to really get into the whole season, really, I'm playing the whole game and stuff like that. Like it took some time because like it was 4.5 years before I played, or since I played.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really it.
Talk to me about the All-State HBCU Legacy Classic and then also the HBCU Combine.
Yeah. That was a great experience down there, man.
Yeah.
We ate so good. Oh my god. They fed us so well. But it was just a great experience, just like the combine and the game, like just to be able to be out there every single day at practice, like and there's all 32 scouts out there, like from every single team. Just seeing that, like it was just an inspiration, like, man, like what if, like, and it just made me go harder. Like I was in practice going hard every single play, every
Yeah,
single
for sure.
snap. And just knowing that like I had people back home watching me and that were waiting to like see me put on a show out there. So yeah, that was pretty good.
How do you keep a straight face going from a PWI to an HBCU and then playing in a conference where Hampton is now in the CAA? How do you keep a straight face in the locker room when you can hear the PWI band compared to the HBCU band?
It's definitely a difference.
It's definitely a difference. Because as someone who went to William and Mary and we would go to Hampton, or honestly even worse when Hampton would come to us, it was sad. It was really sad.
Yeah.
So how
our band be rocking. I love our band, but to give their credit, have you ever heard Norfolk State's band?
I have not, but I
They blew
heard
our
that.
band out the water.
No way,
They
really?
came to our stadium. My mom was in the stand, said she was rocking to Norfolk State's band the whole time. Like, yeah, they're good. But nah, I love the bands because like that just it gives you more like momentum, like
Oh, I know.
juice out there while you're playing, like and to hear that, like it just get me flowing. Like I just love it.
Well, it's also really embarrassing too because like being on the support staff and you're on the field and you're wearing like your dumb little like khaki outfit and your black collared shirt and you're just standing there and like our band, I love our band, William and Mary Go Try, but like you've got like our 30 kids and then you have 30 kids in one section for the HBCU bands and then you have the rest and it's like you have like
Mm-hmm.
the twirlers and you
The
have
twirlers, the
the dance
dancers.
team and then you
Mm-hmm.
have like all this stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah,
Like y'all really have a
and it's
full
crazy
circle
because like
thing.
the amount of work and effort that they put in is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially like the dance team. Like we'll be out there practicing. They're out there already when we get out there.
Oh
And
really?
they're like standing in line, like
That's so
holding up one
cool.
pose. We get through a whole half of practice. They're still standing there in that one pose. Like
No, I would be
it's
sick. I can't
ridiculous.
do
Yeah.
that.
Then we get off the field. They're running laps still. Like they're still out there.
And I love that you, an athlete, can recognize them as athletes because
Mm-hmm.
it's like everybody together comes together to form this really cool experience. And I love that it's always the HBCU schools that come
Mm-hmm.
out and it's like,
Yeah. They be putting in
sorry.
work. The flag twirlers, they be out there
And
like
it's so cool.
they do their thing.
How have you grown as a person through college football?
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I came into college a little immature. But
I love your ability to admit that.
yeah, I was definitely a little immature. I was coming in there with a head like, yeah, I'm gonna come in here, I'm playing first day. Like I didn't think nobody was gonna touch me. But like just being able like and one thing Coach Kurt Signetti said to my dad, like he was just like, "You gonna give me your son, I'm gonna give you back a man." Like,
Yeah.
so they definitely did a good job with like being able to groom us into like what we should be and like the certain things we should do, like be always being on time, 10 minutes early or something, or
Yeah.
like just how we walk around, what we wear in the class, like how we look, how we uphold ourselves, like so they definitely made us more mature. And they treated us like professionals. They didn't treat us like we were college kids or like 18-year-old kids. Like they treat us like professionals because you want to get that type of treatment. Like you gotta, they had to give us something for us to give them something.
Of course.
So yeah, so that's just I love that about them. Like so.
Did you guys at JMU or at Hampton do the thing where you had to earn your gear?
Nah,
No.
nah.
You just got like a bunch of swag.
Yeah.
That's so cool. When you were at JMU or Hampton either, what was your like favorite thing? Like did you like wear your backpack every day? Did you guys get duffels? Like what was like the swag item that you got?
Yeah. At both schools, we got backpacks, duffels, whole bunch of gear. JMU, we got so much gear.
Yeah.
So much. Like first day of workouts, we got like probably like 5 different things.
Oh my
Then
gosh.
like midway through the summer, you get some more. First day of camp, you get a whole thing full of stuff. Mid season or season comes, you getting a whole new stuff. Mid season, getting warmer clothes. Like yeah, you got whatever you wanted there at JMU. Hampton, it was you kind of got stuff like it was kind of spread out like that, but not as much
Yeah.
like volume of stuff. My favorite though. My favorite has to be this JMU. Like we had like a Nike Tech like this.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is so clean, man. But like I dried it too many times, getting a little small on me. Or
Is
I
it
got a little
purple?
bigger. It's purple,
Oh,
yeah.
I love the purple. The
Yeah.
purple's so cool.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
a purple one, it's a black one too.
At William and Mary, they gave us green ones, and you look like we look like a bunch of green beans, and it's really funny. And I would imagine for the JMU ones, you guys just look like a bunch of grapes.
Yeah. No, so the good thing about it was they gave us black pants with it, so it
Oh,
wasn't
oh,
all
oh.
purple. Yeah.
Oh no, we were all green.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I couldn't
Mhm.
walk around looking like that.
Yeah, our
None
tight
of them
ends look
great.
like green beans. It was really funny. Like all of them, like in their line, you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god. For those that are anyone who's interested in either like going to an HBCU, transferring from a PWI to an HBCU, or even just going to a PWI as a person of color, like what advice do you have for them?
It was probably one of the best decisions I made in my life.
That's awesome.
Being able to go as a person of color to a PWI and being like a minority there and being in that world for 4 years, being able to experience that, like it definitely made me grow and learn things that I needed for the real world. Because like
Yeah.
you can't just go into the real world without having experiences with other races.
Of course.
So that definitely helped me out. And then especially going to Hampton now, being able to connect with like the black culture and stuff like that. Like Hampton is a school of excellence. That's what they pride themselves on. And that's one reason why I picked them, because not only is it HBCU, like their standard of academics and excellence is high. Like when you think of like those type of HBCUs, you think of Howard, you think of Spelman, you think of Hampton.
Yes.
And that's what I wanted to be a part of. So to say that I had a degree from JMU and a degree from Hampton, I know that's going to help me in the long run. But yeah, definitely going to Hampton was one of the best friends I ever made. Just being able, like, the social scene, everything there, like seeing how people go to class dressed every day. Like they go, like you're not going to class in sweatpants looking bummy, like slides on. Like people are going to class to dress to impress. Like kids wear suits to class some days. Like there's a mandatory, like there's a group that a lot of kids try to join. I think it's called like SLP or something like that, student leadership program, something like that. But yeah, they go to class dressed every Wednesday. White shirt, black suit. Like
Wow.
the women are dressed up, suits. Like, yeah, so it's just like an inspiration to see that every single day. I'm seeing her like, why are they dressed up? Like, I'm seeing it every single week, and I'm like, wow, like that's so impressive. Like, I
Yeah.
really wish I was able to have that or be doing that when I was a freshman. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's so interesting. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. And I feel like that too prepares so many people that like may not have grown up in that environment to be more professional and to
Mm-hmm.
understand when to act in a professional way, like what a professional setting is. And I think that's like so important because college is not just about educating yourself academically, it's also about educating yourself socially.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love that. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it prepares you for the real world. Like,
Yeah.
because a lot of kids, you'd be surprised how many kids don't own a suit. And the fact that when they go to Hampton, like you're required to get that. So it's pretty cool, like just to see that. Like, yeah,
That's really amazing. Are you ready for some rapid fire?
yeah, come on.
Okay. Pre-game or post-game meal?
Pre-game.
What is it?
Depends. If we're playing early, then potatoes, sausage, bacon. That's it. But if we're
Okay.
playing later, just I'll do chicken and string beans.
How do you make your chicken?
Ooh, baked. Like,
Good answer.
yeah.
I thought if you were gonna say fried chicken, I was gonna be like,
Nah,
how do you run after eating fried chicken?
mm-mm,
It's so much oil. I'd
can't
be
do that.
so sick. Go to hype song.
Ooh, dreams and nightmares.
Love.
Yeah.
Funniest teammate from JMU or Hampton.
Funniest teammate? Ooh, I don't know. Funniest teammate from JMU is definitely Trent. Trent. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Okay.
Number 5 on JMU, the starting linebacker. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Amazing. Hampton? Or is everyone funny?
Hampton. Who is funny at Hampton? I'm trying to think because, like, no, people be having me weak. Like, people be having me weak at Hampton. I don't know. I can skip that one.
Okay. Best locker room moment from either school, if you can say it. I know they get wild.
Probably the relays. We used to race around the locker room at JMU.
I love that.
Yeah.
So obviously, whenever you go home, I'm sure your mom is a wonderful cook.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't cook what your mom's making, where do you go and what's your order?
I like First Watch.
No way!
I love First Watch.
What do you get at First Watch?
I get the French toast with sausage, bacon, and potatoes.
I love that.
I'm not a big eggs guy. I don't really like eggs. But yeah, I get that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting that. That's amazing. Okay. And if you could change anything about your football career, what would it be and why?
I would definitely focus more on defense when I was younger.
Okay.
And like train more at defense when I was younger. Like growing up, I always thought I was going to school for offense. Shoot, I thought that before I even stepped foot on campus at JMU a couple of days earlier than that. They gave me the option at JMU. They said, "Did you want to play defense? You want to play offense?" And I told them defense. Solely because of JMU at the time, they were a big running back school.
Yeah.
And I was going to go play receiver, and I didn't want to sit there and block all game.
Yeah.
So I chose defense. I knew that I could make a name for myself. I could make plays myself. So yeah, but I would definitely say focus more on defense when I was younger.
That's such good advice.
Mm-hmm.
And for our younger audience, because we do have a lot of kids in middle school and high school that listen to this, what advice do you have about the recruiting process?
Just stay patient. Everybody's path is different. Like you might get something a couple days before signing day. You might get something on the second signing day, or you might get offers when you're a sophomore. Like everybody's path is different. Like a lot of like my homeboys, they were getting offers in their sophomore year,
Oh wow.
and I had to wait till my junior year. But it's a fun process. Just enjoy it. It's kind of like dating. Like that's really how you put it. Like you got a whole bunch of girls that you're interested in, then you got to narrow it down and then pick one to end up you being with.
I
So
love that.
yeah.
It was really funny. I was talking with our coaches who were doing like the like texting to reach out to recruits, and like one
Hmm.
of the younger coaches and I were talking, and he was like, I literally feel like I'm dating a
Yeah.
17-year-old boy. He's like, I'm texting this guy, he's not responding.
Hmm.
Why is he not texting me back? And I'm like,
Yeah.
relax, it's okay. He'll get back to it. It's
Yeah.
probably studying for algebra. I don't know. But
Yeah, it's a cool experience though. Like especially that just seeing the amount of coaches that are interested in you. Like it's like wow, like you guys really want me to come play for your school? Like I never thought. Like it's cool.
I love
I
that.
love it.
That's great. What is next for you?
Yeah, so a lot of people keep like assuming that I'm about to go do pro day. I've been training for
Yeah.
the draft, but I have not been.
Okay.
I decided that I'm hanging up the cleats and I'm picking up that whistle.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, right now I'm currently like I have a teacher role right now
That's really
at a
cool.
high school right now in Newport News, and I'm coaching at Warwick High School. I'm the
Awesome.
defensive pass game coordinator and the corners coach there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Do you love it?
yeah, I love it.
That's great.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about being a coach versus being a player?
Just being able to pass on the knowledge. Because like
Yeah.
I said, I learned a lot from my JMU coaches, from my Hampton coaches. Like, so just being able to spread that to the youth, just to be able to say like, I'm doing something with this. Like, because I've learned everything, and then it's like I just don't want to keep this to myself.
Yeah.
And I always knew that okay, like I know I'm gonna have sons or whatever like that. I'm gonna like have them play football and everything like that. But like it's more to it than that. Like,
Totally.
and my parents always raised me to give back to the community.
Totally.
So I'm just gonna use what God gave me and just help it out,
That's
help out the
wonderful.
future youth.
That's awesome. I think that's a great place to end. Thank you so much for
Of
joining us.
course.
See y'all next week. Bye.